Hey guys, this is Solidworks Group. Today we're gonna dive into a hands-on modeling exercise number 2. Using the techniques for the sketch, we're gonna have a look at some circle, arc, trim feature, and there's a line, slot, offset. And regarding 3D feature, we're gonna have a look at the extrude and extrude cut, and there should be a fillet for the last cleanup. So let's just try creating a model by yourself. Just tackle it on your own, and I will give you a 30-minute timer to walk through it at your own pace. And if you like, you can skip ahead to the solution or final result. So you can actually just check the mass property of the weight compared to the answer. Okay? Alright, let's jump right in and get started.
Yeah, good.
Alright, so let's have a look at how I design this part, okay? So I'm just gonna click the new part and then just open up a new part. And you know, if you're already a subscriber, I think always the first thing I all the time do is make sure the unit of measurement is correct. For any kind of design practice, I try to stick to the millimeter, so I just want you to change to millimeter if this is not okay. And then for this design, I just want to start from the front plane, and I'm just gonna grab this one and then go to sketch. Okay. I want you to create a circle by clicking this button, or just press C if you already put the shortcut button. And the way you can just put the shortcut button is you can refer to the previous video. There is a for ultimate time saver for any beginner or even advanced user. So I will actually put the description on the link, so you can just have a look at it and then just set the shortcut way. That actually gonna saving a lot of time. Okay, so I'm just gonna create a circle, and then even for this the shortcut way of actually just putting the dimension, that also just like inside our the time saver video. So I just want you to just have a look at it, and I'm just gonna type 35 millimeter since that's gonna be the outside in the dimension. And then the next, I'm gonna create one more circle which is 22 millimeter. Alright, that's good. And then what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna create a line over here. So I'm gonna click the line here, and then click here, here, here. It doesn't have to be really accurate, just because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just go to trim button, and then it's automatically set as power trim. I mean, corner trim away inside and then trim away outside, those are pretty much fine, but I personally love to use power trim because I like the feeling of actually just like keep pressing and then just drag it. As you can see, actually there's a bit of actually gray. It's a little bit hard to see, but if you see over here, a little bit of actually just like kind of dark gray, it's just keep showing, right? That's the path that you're going to just cut it. All right, so I'm gonna actually unclick it. I'm gonna click from here, go inside. Can you see those paths? So that's gonna just cut it on the way, okay? And then I'm just gonna escape to just get out. And then what I'm gonna do next is there's a two-way. You can just put a relation from here to the center point. The first, my favorite way is I'm gonna actually go to the line, center line. I'm gonna find at the midpoint. I'm gonna find this the origin point, escape to just stop the connecting point. I'm gonna actually just make it horizontal. Okay, that's one way, and the other way is even we don't need to actually create a center line. So basically right click, and then there is a select midpoint, and then press Control, and then click this one, make horizontal. That's second way. If you are not big fan of actually creating a some construction line, this is also one another way. Okay, and then the next thing we have to do is we have to basically put a dimension from here to not to the center but outside here. But if you just click here, that's gonna automatically just select in the center point. So this is the point that actually you have to just click this dimension, and if you want to click this outside perimeter point, press Shift button, okay, and then click this one, and then that's gonna actually just selecting the outside of circle area. Okay, and then what we're gonna type is 24.5 millimeter. That's good. And then the only thing we have to input is from here to the bottom point. That's gonna be 6 millimeter. That's perfect. It's converting into the old black, which means it's fully defined. Okay, that's what we all the time wanna see. I've been mentioning it so many times, so make sure to just like put this dimension correctly. All right, so what I want to do next is I want to create a the slot. I want to create a slot, but a bit of actually different slot. So this time actually we want to just create a slot based on the center point arc slot. Okay, so let's just try click center point arc slot. All right, center point slot is once you click the center point over here, and then you can just draw a circle basically. Okay, but we know actually what's the size of this arc, so that's supposed to be 100, and then that's gonna create this one. And then if you just click one point to the second point, there is a way you can just put the degree, so you can type 30 degree, and then you can also just input the radius of it, which is the outside radius of this arc is 12, so you can just type like this. But this is not actually just the perfect spot, so you can just basically actually drag and drop. But we can firstly input those the radius, which is 12 millimeter. That's perfect. And then the other thing actually I want to input is I want to create a construction line for this time. So I can actually just starting from the origin and then connecting to the top of the arc center point. And then I'm gonna do one more time. Center line, which is a construction line, center point, grab here. And then what I want to do is I want to actually just create an angle smart dimension, which is 30 degree. Okay, it seems almost very close. However, there is one more thing actually I want to just like do is we have to put the line. So I'm just gonna start from this bottom point, which is just tangent line, and then I'm gonna draw a straight kind of horizontal line. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just grab this this slot, and then I'm gonna grab this one by pressing Control, and then I'm gonna put a tangent relation. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the trim. Got it. That's perfect, right? But the only thing actually which is not fully defined is just the distance between here to here. That is going to be determined based on the sum of the arc, the other arc actually just dimension. Alright, so from here what we're gonna do is we're gonna assign this dimension, which is supposed to be 100. So then it's gonna be pretty much fully defined. But the other thing actually we want to do is we basically select this arc, arc and just like some slot area, and I just want you to click offset, and we can actually just like put offset value as 3 millimeter, but inward. So we can just click reverse. So that's gonna be just creating another arc. No, it's supposed to be 6, sorry. And then we can actually just double check by what's the thickness between here and there. So it's supposed to be 60 millimeter actually just the word thickness. That should be correct. Alright, so then what's gonna be next is we have to just create a the tangent arc. So the way we can do is we can just create a 3-point tangent, and then I'm gonna click anywhere here, and then make sure this is just not all the time selecting the center point, but you can basically just grab this line and then just grab this circle and then tangent, and then also again one more time just grab this line, this arc, and then the other actually just tangent area, so you can just put a tangent relation. Okay, and then even actually you're just extending, this is just already at this tangent point, so it should be okay. And then for this one as well, you can just grab this one to tangent relation. That's perfect, right? I think for this time actually we can just do a little bit actually different way. So it doesn't really necessarily be tangent for this case, so what we can do is we can just assign this dimension by 175. Okay, and then it's automatically just tangent relation, right? Okay, it's good. I think the reason actually is just having a bit of an issue is just like the tangent relation actually just cause a bit of actually just like issue. So what we can do is we can just basically go to here. I think there shouldn't be any vertical relation. Grab here and then coincident relation. Yep, I think that's what we want to see. And then the other thing we want to see is we want to make a tangent relation. That's good. Yep, that's the thing actually we want to see, because on the top side actually we want to make a tangent relation. However, actually on the bottom side here, there shouldn't be any tangent relation on the bottom side. Okay, so it seems like it's almost all done, but there should be some kind of inner hole area, so we can just simply create one more by just kind of offsetting it. Okay, so what we can do is I'm just gonna grab this sketch and then just offset one more time, and then just put 6mm, and which is just inner. Okay, I'm gonna click OK, and then the other thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a the circle over here inside. So I'm gonna click circle, and then which should be the full radius. Alright, so after we offsetting on the top line, and I also want you to actually just offset this bottom line as well. So you can actually just click offset and then put the 6mm just by default, and then click reverse button, so we can actually just like offset inwards. Alright, it's almost done. And the other thing actually we have to do is just we can actually extract a little bit, and even for the bottom line as well. And then what we can do is we can just create a one of those kind of arc option, but what I want to do is just basically tangent arc, and I'm just gonna connect in 2 points, and then just that's it. But the other thing actually we want to do is tangent to the this line, and then even for this line it's not tangent to this line. This is just like necessary factor, so we can actually just make a tangent relation. Alright, and then the other remaining thing is going left to right. So I just want it to be fixed. So the way we can do is you can just click here, and if you click here, that's gonna be just connecting to the center point again. So we remember actually how we grab the outside one is just pressing shift button, and then just grab this part, okay, and then that's gonna just like showing a little bit similar angle as the drawing blueprint looks like. So that's gonna just fully define. So that's exactly what we want to see, right? And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually just like drag it to just like delete unnecessary just kind of area over here, and then actually that looks good. And actually there should be some kind of fillet like a bit actually looks like in the drawing, but that's gonna be just like happen afterwards. Okay, so the sketch seems pretty much good, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just extrude both the extrude. So I'm gonna actually just create sketch, click sketch here, and then what that's going to do is it's going to select the contour. But what I want to actually just select is I want to actually just select this inside area, and then by 30mm. That's good. And then what I want to do next is I want to actually just create another sketch. So I'm gonna click this sketch and the show, so make sure actually that could be visible. And then I'm gonna click extrude both, and then click this sketch one more time, not this area, right? So I'm gonna actually just clear selection and then just select the inside boundary area. Okay, and then what's the thickness? The thickness should be 60mm. However, if you're having a look at it a little bit carefully, and then there should be some kind of offset from the ground, so from the top plane. So I just want to offset by 2mm from the away from the top plane or just front plane, and then just click OK. That's the necessary ones. And then the other thing that we want to just create a extrude one more time is basically the this inside boundary area. So I'm just going to select this sketch, but that's going to select the entire just area. So what I want you to do is instead of actually theme feature, I'm just gonna go to select control here, this area. Okay, and that should be so it should be again actually there should be an offset. So for this time actually we can actually just select the offset and then just 3mm. Okay, just because actually it's just 1mm away from this the 2mm offset plane, so it should be total 3mm offset. And then the thickness should be the 14mm. Okay, and also I just want it to be just one single body, so that's why I just let it merge. And then it seems very close, but there's just one or two more actually just tasks remain. The first thing is I just want to actually just like define the material first. So you can right click and then edit material, and then I just want you to type AISI and then 1020, and then there should be a 1 option or just 2, but like we just want to go for the kind of standard one, and then apply, close. All right, so that seems good. And the other thing actually we want to do is just the fillet part. Okay, there's a 2 sides of the fillet. The first fillet should be the radius 2, which is the blue color, and then the second fillet should be R4, so which should be the kind of red color. But the first thing we want to do is definitely the radius 2 fillet. Okay, so we can go to the fillet and then just type 2mm, and then we can just like put the blue the area first. So what we can do is we can just grab this area. Yeah, I think this is actually not fully recognizing it. So what we can do is we can only just grab the area that we want to fill at, which is the corner, and then even the inside area as well. And the other thing that we want to grab is not the face, yeah, I think this one is actually just not letting us just like do some fillet, so we can do the secondary fillet afterwards. So we can grab the bottom, the edge one more time, and then of course the inside one has been already selected, so let's just have a look at the other side. Yeah, there should be a fillet kind of same way, outside edge and the inside edge, but not the face. That's good. And then the bottom edge as well. This one seems good. Let's just press OK, and then I'm just gonna press enter one more time to activate the fillet. And then the other thing actually we definitely missed was just inside area, which so once you do like fillet from the secondary process, and then that's just gonna grab entire just face for you. Okay, so this is gonna grab the pretty much just tangent area for you, so that's gonna be perfect. And then let's just go back one more time, and then that's just like kind of selecting for you. And then the last part is just one more fillet for the like different radius, which is just 4mm. I'm just gonna grab 4, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is start from this edge, not the face. All right, this one is good. And then let's just go back the other side, and then just grab this edge, okay? And then just press enter. And then I just want to make the design look as same as as much as possible. So I will turn it into the rear view mode. This one seems good, but I just want to actually make it kind of different color for those fillet area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this too, and then go to the appearance, and then go to appearance, and then go to the just metal, and then there should be I'm just gonna grab this polish steel. But if you go to the over here, and then there is another polish steel, kind of selecting only for the feature. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna selecting the blue color for this specific feature, and then what I'm gonna do one more time is just one last kind of fillet area. I'm gonna apply this color specifically, and then that's gonna create another appearance over here. So you can double click it in order to just change the color, and then the last one should be the lead color, right? So if you just press OK, and then that's gonna create this pretty design of this model that we just worked on. So that's perfect. So yeah, like please let me know if you have any question, or just like any anything actually that doesn't work on your actually just kind of design process, and then I will have a look at the comments and then try to answer as fast as possible. Or I can actually just even just text you, or just like let you know some kind of tips to just like troubleshoot what's really not working on your case. So yeah, hopefully actually just this video helps your kind of practicing, and then I will definitely just like post another just practicing exam, or just practicing just kind of modeling process, so you can also just like keep, just continue on your practicing for any certification or any jobs or any kind of like process that you're currently on. Okay, all right, thanks for watching the video, and then I will see you on the next one. Bye.